Vapor 2. In the last video, I really harped on how poor the battery life was. I've actually got good news about that, but I've also got some bad news that I'm going to share. So, first of all, I did end up getting a full day of battery life with the always-on display. It was lasting all day, and then by the end of the day, from about 7 a.m. to maybe 10 p.m., I would have anywhere from 20 to 40% battery life left over. So the battery actually improved compared to the first few days of use. However, the bad news is the performance it got much worse. Opening apps, trying to receive phone calls. Whenever I would get a phone call, it would lag so hard that the phone would already be ringing multiple times before I could even answer it on the phone or decline it. So that was almost useless. It was so far behind. So even though the battery life was better, the performance was much, much worse. Also, one day, out of the blue, I took it off the charger and it was working fine. And then when I tried to use the touchscreen was completely unresponsive. I could navigate using the scroll wheel, the crown, but I couldn't click on anything. I couldn't make any selections on the touchscreen, and because of that, I couldn't turn it off and turn it back on to try to reset it. So I let the battery die out completely and then recharged it, and it was working again. So I have no idea what was up with that. I told Misfit that, sent them an email, and I let them know that I'm going to be returning the watch because that could be a totally random occurrence, but with the performance issues and that, I just cannot keep this watch for $250 or whatever it was. So that's my final thoughts on it. Performance was really bad. Battery was not terrible. Again, with always on display, auto Wi-Fi turned on, brightness on auto, I was getting 20 to 40% left at the end of the day. And I usually took it off the charger around 7 and put it back on the charger around 10. So battery life improved, but performance was awful. I will say I never used the Google Fit Track My Workout again because that seemed to be what drained it so much the first time. So I never turned that on again. I just used it to count steps like normal. And if you're getting this watch, I imagine you're kind of fitness focused, fitness minded. So you may want to keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Leave any questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them the best I can.